That is the main
Yeah.
difference. So instead of us looking at, hey, you are at 3 losses or you are at 3 wins, so it's all good, we're all fine. It's we're just playing out all the matches, and then at that point we have the divisional setup, right, where we set up
Yeah.
the based on your win lose streak. We will make sure we divide all the teams between the divisions to make sure everybody
Yeah.
is able
hmm
to play. A bit different, as you say, right? Because usually we'd be eliminating people and we end up with a top 16.
Yeah.
But in this
Yeah.
situation,
Some
it's
sort of bracket. Yeah, yeah. I think I do believe it's gonna be divisions of three because we have 21 teams. So, or not divisions of three, sorry, three divisions because there
mhm.
are 21 teams with the top two containing eight and then the bottom one containing five. Done the maths correctly.
No,
That's the
sounds
first
sounds
the
sounds
first
about
obstacle. The
right.
first obstacle to overcome on a cast is making sure people know you can do basic subtraction and addition.
On
But
stream
yeah,
as
so you
well.
go into teams of yeah, exactly under pressure, Bodie. You go into divisions of eight with a double elim bracket, I believe, and I think that's
Yes.
tomorrow. Don't quote me on that.
No,
But
so yeah,
oh,
for today we'll be doing Swiss matches rounds 1 through 3, and then tomorrow we'll be doing rounds 4 and 5, with next weekend being the
ah,
where we would usually have our playoffs with our top 16. This time around, that will be when the divisions will be coming into play.
yeah. But we started here on a bobsleigh map. I do believe it is map 9 of the campaign, as I will check and see who actually picked this. Ireland. Okay,
Yeah,
Ireland
yeah,
pick,
solid combination.
and
Easy two,
an
three,
Ireland
four.
win. Yeah,
Getting on the
exactly.
board.
That's how you win. Don't gotta be fastest, just gotta not be the slowest.
That is usually the case, yes. I will give you that. Speed is very much key when playing these maps. I will say
hmm
I have found it to be somewhat beneficial whenever I do play ranked. I don't consider myself a pro, but it does get me those MVPs. I will tell you that. Another good start for Greater Ireland here, though. Look at them flying in formation, but with
hmm
Obi-Wan Dennis trying to make a bit of an attack on the dirt. Unfortunately, just cutting it a bit to yeah, just not close enough. I want to say close, but it's not really close. I mean, Dennis is right there behind Riley, but stopping the ace will not stop Ireland from taking the round there. So another one on the board from Ireland, and I haven't really mentioned our picks and bans, and this is a pick from Greater Ireland. So it is somewhat to be expected that they are looking to perform well on here. We are playing best of 5. So we will have a random map at the end of it all, which is going to be number 8. Um,
hmm
but, we won't have to get there if it's going to be a trio. But let's be honest, between these two, I'm expecting it to go all
I'm
the way
hoping
down to
it to
map
go
5.
all the way. Absolutely. I really hope this one goes all the way. And once again for Ireland, what I was gonna say, it was a great start for Ireland there in 2-3-4, and then Nitric and Caporelli unfortunately getting a clip on the bobsleigh, but it's still
No,
nope. The
no.
maths does not math anymore because
It
Netherlands
is.
have ruined it.
It has been fully out math.
Outmathed.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, no, just a few too many mistakes right there at the end. I mean, we saw Astronaut being the first one to make a bit of an oopsie on the Dutch side, but then Ireland decided to say, no, you know what, we can do better, and they one
We could
up
do
them.
better. We could a double oopsie,
Yeah,
I believe it is called. But
that is the
yeah,
technical term.
Ireland hoping to put that behind them now and hopefully get back to their winning ways in this round. Is Nitric with a fantastic line into the bobsleigh, just completely overtakes Dennis, leaving him in the dirt. Get it? Because they're anyway. As he comes across to win the round and another Irish victory to go 3-1 up in this match.
Yeah, Astronaut trying to make something happen, having a lot of speed into that last bobsleigh section, but just too late. Nitric too far away to have the Dutch squad try to do anything of the sort, really.
hmm
So Ireland doing a good job there, which they shouldn't. Why are they doing? Okay, sorry, just making sure a bit of bias stays in, right?
Let's go, boys. This
Gotta
is
make
going to
sure to
be
salt it.
probably. Is this going to be the most biased match casted ever? I,
It has to be. Look, we all
it's
know that the Dutch are extremely good on ice when it comes to ice skating. So obviously, when driving cars on ice, should be most of the same, right? But You know, see, there you go. See, I said it. It happened. Dennis making sure, holding on to that first place, lying Obi Boy and Astronaut, picking up the 4 and 5. Boom. Another round in the pocket. Dutch people better on ice. End the story. Don't mind the
Can you
fact
say
it's 2 to
astronaut
3.
again? Can you say astronaut again? I love the pronunciation that that the Dutch give astronaut.
Oh
What is it?
yeah, Dutch astronaut. We like those
What?
A's are very much ahs. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not even
we
gonna
really
try because
open
I
up.
will completely butcher it. As into round number 6 now, I believe, with Ireland 3-2 in the lead, and it is not looking good for that to remain the case. As Nitric gets a fantastic line again. I think he just has a better line there, but unfortunately, Caporelli and Bog Warrior are bringing up the rear here, and it looks like it's going to be another victory for the Dutch team, and they've brought it back to 3-all. It was 3-1, it's now 3-all.
Yeah,
Can the
just
Dutch
cleaning it up.
team take away Ireland's map pick? That would be a great start for them.
Oh,
Unfortunately for the Irish.
definitely. I mean, after this, we've got 2 Dutch picks coming up as well, with
Hmm
23 and 18. So definitely going a bit higher in terms of map numbers. Um,
hmm
but could very much prove to be a boon for the Dutch side, right? Making sure that they get that counter pick, and not just that, having the first 2 maps in their favor. I mean, you know, that's a recipe for a 3-0 right there, in my opinion. But they first have to make it happen. And Obi Boy falling off right there. Nitric and Bog on first and third should be enough for Ireland to make it 4-3 in their favor, and will do so indeed. So
Let's
it's gonna
go.
have to be
Sorry,
2 rounds
buddy.
from the Netherlands if they want to make that counter happen.
Yeah, can Ireland get off to the most ideal start and winning their map pick, or can the Dutch be a little bit of a nuisance and say, "Oh no, you don't. We're going all the rounds on your map pick just because we want to." Here comes
We'll see.
here they come now.
I haven't checked their times, but I trust in these map picks from the Dutch side. They are going to be as good as possible. Look at Dennis and oh boy doing a phenomenal job in the front. Nitric trying to make something happen. Oh, never mind. So, anyways,
They both they both not okay, it's bumpy. It happened earlier to Ireland. It turns around and happens in a crucial round to the Dutch. As Ireland take their map pick and the first map of this match 5-3, which is a fantastic start for, one of us. Sorry,
yeah,
buddy.
no, definitely. I have opinions, but hey, that is, opinions are opinions. You know, they are just everybody has one. You know, and we'll see. For now, I'm still, obviously rooting for my boys in orange. I'm not wearing orange, but that's okay. You know, we've got
Doesn't
it.
even have a
But no,
jersey on.
good
It's a
first map
a
to
disgrace.
to get things started. 23 is going to be our next map pick. So going just far higher in terms of map scores, and it's something that traditionally from the Dutch teams tends to pick for those higher numbered tracks, right? Red tracks, black tracks tend to be the favored ones. Doesn't always work, in their favor because of the added difficulty, but very curious to see if it'll pay off. They will need to bring 2 maps in and to get the lead back at this point. But 23, bringing in some rally action. What are your thoughts on
Mhm.
this?
Funny you should mention the Dutch teams usually picking the black map. There was an Ireland Netherlands 1 match a couple of TSCCs ago that
Hmm.
the decider map was a black map, and unfortunately for me and the other Irish players that year, the Dutch team did win the
Yeah.
decider map, which was a black map, and it was kind of RPG, which is, I guess, this is kind of jumpy. It was the RPG map from a couple of seasons ago that was actually really, really quite fun.
Yeah.
Um, but similar map, similar number. I think it was 24 back then. It's 23 now. So can the Dutch, I guess, repeat it against Ireland and win a map on RPG? But I don't know how rally car works on RPG. To be honest, I haven't actually touched the rally car myself, Bonnie. Probably not the best
I
thing.
mean, it's rally compared to snow, right? Because that's really the thing that this campaign very much has done, getting people used to that. Of
Hmm
just all that snow practice you've had will help in getting used to rally. Action keys being more and more predominant in the driving and whatnot because of rally and its wanting to slip. I'm very surprised no Grenadi coming in this time around. as I would have expected him to do a phenomenal job. But I suppose from the Germany side, that is not a boon that they are able to have this time around. What we have seen, and this is more from the Dutch side with a Province Cup happening just a month ago, the rally tracks definitely were in favor, right? They were interesting to some of our provinces, I will say. So I'm not surprised that this is a type of map that they wanting to pick in. So them going into this, I don't know who on the Irish side is the rally master, but I suppose there's only one way to find out, and that is by having the players drive the track at least 5 times, and you know, we'll see who's best. I feel like that's how math works, probably. Either way, I do know OC will be doing some little things, some housework and whatnot. So, hey, for me, you will just be talking to me, Boney C. We'll get the other C in just a little bit as we are off for map number 2. It is 23 with Nitric, Kappa, and Matt coming in from the Irish side. On the Dutch side, I don't see any major changes. Obi-Boy is in there, Astronaut is in there, and Dennis. Oh, Dennis actually coming in for the Dutch side, but unfortunately quite far behind. But at the time, looking in favor for Netherlands too. Obi-Boy taking a bit of a different line to the plastic wall ride compared to Nitric and going quite high there, but with Matt making a mistake right there, it should be Obi-Boy being quite safe, and Nitric falling off the beam. Obi-Boy crashing into the finish. It's still all to play for, honestly. That number 5 spot is going to make it, and it's Matt who comes across the finish line, and it's the ending, the tightrope situation that's led to Ireland being able to pick up round number 1. Somewhat unexpected, considering what we were seeing just now, but at the same time, not very surprising due to the way 23 has been driven. Especially that ending. Players very much going quite risky on the beam and trying to jump into the finish as low as possible has led to some heartbreak in, well, the Dutch Province Cup is my best comparison in all of that. Still though, this time we'll be looking a bit better for the Dutch side. Kappa does pick up the first place, so it's Obi-Boy actually overtaken right there. Astronaut losing a bit of speed for the wall ride jump. And Matt the Nitric also starting to get in between Obi-Boy, and Dennis losing too much speed. It is going to be, no, not an ace. Or is it? No, it is an ace. It is an ace right there for the Irish. My splits are just a bit drunk. That's a-okay. But what a good round, though. What a good round. It really came down. It was that wall ride at the end that caused the Dutch team to somewhat flounder and lose their pacing and all of that. And the Irish doing what they need to do, trying to get a little bit of retribution from that previous RPG map. I don't really want to call this an RPG map, to be fair. But it was 23, what the RPG map was last time. And this is 23 as well. So, you know, hey, potato, potato, basically. That's how I feel. That's how I look at things. Ooh, Matt with a little bit of a crash. Fortunate for him. Has the reactor boost. Able to respond to that quite quickly. But Nitric with a bad transition onto the wood will mean that he falls behind. So let's look at the fight here between Astronaut and Riley. As Astronaut goes a bit higher, Riley decides to jump a bit lower. It's going to come down to the last balance beam. But Astronaut manages to keep his footing quite nicely done. Obi-Boy coming in 3rd place, this time with Dennis following suit, will mean that Netherlands finally does get on the board for their own map pick. Still though, 1-2 in favor of Ireland. It's not looking like a good situation for the Dutch so far, but perhaps this is the first of many. As who was that? Who was that? Oh, Matt. I saw somebody clip over. Matt, unfortunately, does manage to stumble across the block there, able to drive forward, but unable to support his teammates. Obi-Boy not getting the drift correctly, though, will mean that it is a 2v1 for now in favor of the Dutch, and with a crash right there from Kappa Riley as well. That is pretty much the final nail in the coffin for this round, as Astronaut and Dennis are able to cruise forward. No stress, no worries. Not a single Irish flag in sight. And they're able to drive across the finish line. 1, 2, and 3. There's the ace.
That is not what we want to see, Boney.
Yeah, hey, welcome
Under any
back.
circumstances. Yeah, okay, look, okay, you weren't meant to tell people welcome back. Okay, but I may as well tell them. Unfortunately, I had a load of washing in the washing machine before Padster told me that I needed to cast today.
There we
I
go.
run
Yeah, we got
downstairs
the
and grab it.
emergency.
Yeah, I'm the emergency caster for stuff. So I had to run downstairs and get it, and now I've returned to see 2-all on the Duchess map pick, which I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah, I
Someone
mean,
just
I don't know how you feel about that crash we saw just now, and Obi Boy not getting the drift down. I think you're being a lot happier seeing the things unfold right now.
Yeah, I wasn't. I thought that was like a trick with my eyes that someone just disappeared off my screen. I did not realize that astronaut had crashed like that. But this is looking good for Ireland now in this round. Only Dennis who can really deny them here, and he's going to need to find himself up in first place and hope for a mistake from one of the Irish people behind him. But it does not look like it's going to happen as Matt Lightning, Nitric, and Caporelli all come across the finish line for a nice 2-3-4 to take a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, so it's I don't know how to feel about this. From what I've been able to see so far, rounds have been going in favor of Ireland. Not just pace related, but also mistakes happening on the Dutch side, which they just end up somewhat relinquishing these rounds. So you can see it happening here now as well. Who do we lose? Astronaut way behind. Just out of the picture and just putting themselves at a disadvantage because of that. Obi Boy able to make the drift happen this time, was failing that 2 times in a row, and with Matt actually having some issues getting out of that turn. It is a 2v2, though it still could go either way.
And it's actually even... the astronaut is going to play a part in this round here, as he has found himself well ahead of Matt Lightning, unfortunately. And even though Caporelli comes over the line in first place, I do believe this is going to be a victory for the Dutch team.
Yeah, somewhat unexpected, but I mean, I do say from time to time, if you make a mistake, make it early. That way you have the entire track still to somewhat recover from it. And, well, bit of a hope and pray that on the other side, that mistake will come a lot later. And that's exactly, where, that's part of the tactic, I suppose, right? It's just game strategy, game sense. Astronaut just setting up right there into the light beams.
With the start. Yeah, he's really struggling with the start. That's 3 rounds in a row we've seen a mistake from Astronaut. I tried. Hey, I gave it a go.
Yeah, that was good. I liked it. That
was good. In the very first part of the map here, as he's putting his Dutch teammates into a 2v3, which quickly becomes a 2v2, as Nitric has made a very small mistake. So we have got Caporelli leading away from Obi Boy and Dennis with Matt Lightning, hoping he can catch up to them to make Nitric's job a little bit easier. I'll just finish the map. Dennis looks to make a small mistake, and Matt Lightning overtakes, and that will be a round victory for Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a odd turn right there from Dennis. Not quite sure what what made him end up so far to the right on that block. Usually, you don't really see that happen. You just get the drop down from that plastic roll right, and then you just keep driving forward. So, bit of a funky end to it all. But even then, even if he was able to hold on to third place, that still would have been a round for Ireland there, and they are set to counter the pick from Netherlands too. They just need to ping in one more round, and with Capra and Nitric currently in first and third, never mind Nitric making a mistake right there. Matt now starting to get into it all. It is a 2v3 in favor of the Netherlands, but Riley very much fighting to get that first place in, but currently sandwiched between 2 Dutch players.
Yeah, he is, and thankfully for the Dutch team, Astronaut did manage to get past the start of the map in this round, so he will play a very important role. And even though Caporelli looks as though he's going to win the round, it will not be enough, and we'll go to 4-4. Good lucks in the...
Well, no. What? Wait, what happened to Astronaut?
Huh?
I think Astronaut true. I didn't catch it. I assumed he was in 5th, and then... someone made a mistake, and then Nitric came in 5th, and then that was it.
I was opening the Twitch chat to type good luck. What happened? I was literally about to open the Twitch chat to type good luck, and I look across, and there's suddenly one less Dutch player that has crossed the finish line on my screen.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. That's I very much expected that 4-4 as well. Wasn't even anticipating
Nope.
having to update the the score, but hey, here we are. This is the reality we live in, and 23, despite being picked by Netherlands 2, will go in favor of Greater Ireland, and so it is 2-0. It is match point. And a match
It
that,
is.
I mean, to be fair, has been closely fought so far. We've had two maps go 5-3, both in favor of Ireland. Um, Very curious to see if once again we get a bit of a slogfest that we have had these past two maps, but would love
Hmm.
to see the Netherlands actually picking up a map. Come on, boys, you got it. I believe. I see the path. I can read the matrix, and surely on a map like this here on 18, where the grass is green, the sky is blue, the sun is shining, and don't mind that last wood turn. In the end, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I really do think 2-0 in this match right now to Ireland does not reflect how close it has been. As you said, Ireland winning both maps 5-3, but even in those 5-3s, it's been extremely closely contested between both teams. So I kind of hope the Dutch do pick up a map here, because if Ireland were to win this match 3-0, it wouldn't feel an accurate representation of what we saw, right? Like, I
No,
think
no.
the Dutch have deserved a lot better than to lose 3-0 to Ireland in this case. But unfortunately, for that to happen, you need to not make the mistakes they're making, and
Yeah,
ultimately,
yeah.
it might come back to bite them.
It's it's really, when it comes to matches, it's two factors, right? It's about consistency and pace. That's really it. And if you don't have both, you're just gonna lose. Simple as is. You may be able to get away with poor pace if the consistency is poor on your opponent's side, but even then, the moment the consistency is there and you get outpaced, there's nothing you can do. You're done. It's over. And while pace seems to be relatively the same on both sides, it's very much a consistency issue. Even though on the Irish side, definitely some mistakes as well. Simply fewer mistakes have been
Yes.
allowing them to
Hmm.
to do better. And so far, being up 2-0, looking to see if they can bring it home on 18 and just have a full sweep of the Dutch team.
Which would be very unfortunate for one of the casters in this call. I'll give you
Mm-hmm.
guys a hint, not me. As we get underway into 18 here, of course, the way the pick bans were out, we get back-to-back Dutch picks, followed by an Irish pick, followed by our random map, which will be map 8, should we need it. But as things stand right now, it does not look that way.
No,
As the astronaut seems to be cooking here.
yeah, Astronaut and Dennis making sure that they are in position to bring home the round. Marijntje coming in from the Dutch side, unfortunately has had a poor start, and because of that is all the way back in 6th place. But it's this wood turn where dreams can become reality, and we see that Nitric and Riley both overtaking Astronaut in the end. And in fact, I didn't catch it, but I assume he has made a mistake at the end, as Matt also coming in 4th place. It's really that wood
Dennis.
turn at the end, right? You just have to slow down
Yeah.
so much, and then having to make sure you don't oversteer, and there's a lot happening. You can drive the entire map perfectly, and then that final turn can ruin everyone's dreams. And in this case, Astronaut, unfortunately, does find himself losing the pace that he was on, making that round go to Ireland. And it's, yeah, just unfortunate bit of a
dream
repeating
start.
story.
Yeah, it's a dream start for Ireland here as they go 1-0 up. But I know Marijntje. He's a very good player, and I do expect him to make that. Probably will be his only mistake in this map here, because Marijntje is a very, very good player, and this is a pretty strong lineup, I think, that the Dutch have sent out for this map. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, ooh, Dennis, early mistake right there. Turn around on the wood, and oh my word, just Matt flying forward, getting past Marijntje there, allowing the Irish to pick up round number 2 as well. That was essential, but it's, again, coming down to that final turn. Just, it seems that for these past couple of rounds, Irish have just been looking a lot more clean on that part, and able to really unlock the speed that this is possible to be gained there on wood.
And this is once again just like the perfect start for Ireland, just capitalizing on any of the smallest mistakes that the Dutch guys make. And I don't think hasn't. I mean, I think last round Caporelli might have won it, but you don't have to win rounds in TSCC. If your team is super consistent and has decent pace, and you can just always come 2-3-4 or 2-3-5, you're gonna win a lot of matches just by doing that. So, don't be lost. That's all that it comes down to. Is don't be lost. Is the Dutch here looking 1-2 going into the wood section, as they'll just hope that they can get this last turn nailed on. Fortunately, Matt Lightning clips, and Caporelli, I think, goes into the wall, or was that Nitric?
Nitric, and, yeah.
There we go. There's a round win for the Dutch, getting themselves back up to 2-1.
Yeah, you just look into it, and it's a bit of a repeating of what we've seen in these past two maps. It seems like every single time it's 2-0 in favor of Ireland, and that's when the Netherlands start waking up, and that's when they're able to finally get around it. And it seems like a bit of a repeat. If it is a repeat, it should become 2-2 right now. Then it will be 3-2 in favor of Ireland. We'll go 3-3, and then it's going to be 5-3 for Ireland. If for some reason history fully repeats itself, and we, because that's what's happened the last two maps. Exactly that. It would be ridiculous, but hey.
It's looking a little bit likely, as Matt Lightning and Caporelli are a little bit behind. Where's Dennis? Dennis has disappeared from my screen. Yeah. Okay, they were behind, but yeah, 3 Dutch in the okay, yeah.
Ooh, Nitric, yeah.
We'll go ahead and write this one off as an Irish Trackmania enjoyer.
That's definitely not it. That ain't it.
No, number of mistakes there, unfortunately. But if the script is to be followed that you just read out, it'll now go 3-2 Ireland, 3-3, 5-3 Ireland.
There you go. There you go.
Have to see now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a favor of it, but hey, I'm not the one writing the script. I just follow it. And hey, sorry for breaking, showing how the sausage is made. But sometimes you just gotta be. I believe in honesty. I believe in fairness, and in that sense, if I tell you guys what's going to happen, then we all, nobody can complain, right? Because we all knew what's going to happen, right? Come on, that's just how it goes. I don't like the result. We're going to change it. Break the script, guys. Break the script. I know I just spelled it out. Just break the script. Marijntje and Dennis right now setting up for that third round. They're not supposed to get that round right now, but they're going to do it, all right? I believe. I already saw a mistake coming in from Matt right there, who was way behind, 3.5 seconds, but Nitric and Riley still able to make some. Never mind.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's a double never mind right there. I want to go back for a second. Did you say that's how is that a saying? And that's how the sausage is made? Did I hear that correctly?
Oh yeah, we like that, and it's very Dutch saying that. I just translated there. Yeah, just because you never want to know how the sausage is made, right? That's something you don't in general. But yeah, we like that as a saying.
Huh, interesting. See, look, about learning about each other's cultures. We're in a fierce battle to the death right now, but we still take the time to learn about each other's cultures. And it's important. Questionable sayings.
It is the spirit of TSCC, right? It's coming together, seeing everyone, kumbayaing. We've made sure to have a nice bonfire out at 9 p.m. Be sure to get there in time. Bring your own s'mores. We're gonna have a grand old time. We have sticks for everyone. But
we have the sticks, just not the marshmallows. Interesting, you chose the sticks over them. But tell you what, we're seeing a massive reverse on the script here, as it does look like the Dutch team might be able to take this round away from Ireland and go into a 4-2 lead, which is a scoreline we have not seen in this match yet.
Yeah, it seems that right before the wood is where the Irish seem to be most vulnerable, right? That's where, I don't know what Nitric is doing right now, by the way. I'm just fascinated.
Where did he go?
I'm just fascinated by what he's doing right there. It was pretty much set in stone that was going to be a Dutch round win, but Nitric deciding to go for the wall bang, it's not illegal anymore, so hey, we allow those. Any and all wall bangs are valid, but didn't really pay off. Interesting though. Who knows? Maybe the next way. Just
world record wall bangs. Maybe. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's. I think it's very much a world record and not a round strat. You know, you get a wrong bounce off one of
Yeah.
those walls, you will turn into Nitric Airlines, as we just saw there
Exactly.
about 20 seconds ago. But Ireland now needing a round win, and that Nitric crash will absolutely not
Ooh.
help their cause, as it all falls on Caporelli and Matt Lightning to put themselves into first and third, or first and second place. But that's a terrible drift from Caporelli there, losing a lot of time to Astronaut and
Oh.
Marantia. And with Matt Lightning off the track, it'll be GG for map 18, with the Netherlands taking this one 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of
Oz.
a struggle there from Arantje on the wood, getting the turnaround, but then is making sure to bring in the third place to solidify that round and map win. It seems like the, that last spot, those last turns right before the wood, it just kind of went south for Greater Ireland
Mm-hmm.
there, unable to get the turn correctly, somehow ending up too wide, or launching off into space using the wall. It started off great, and then it was 5 rounds in a row in favor of the Netherlands, and yeah, I think that is something that they were very much looking for to somewhat get back into the match, making sure that despite it still being match point for Greater Ireland, it is only by a singular map, as it is now 1-2 in favor of Greater Ireland. And we're going to 10.
We
More
do. We're
rally.
going to map 10. Some more rally car action. Of course, back onto an Irish pick now before, if it is needed, a map 08 as our fifth map, random map decider. So we will now see what, hopefully, Ireland might be able to get this finished on their map pick here, as different tactics.
Yeah.
Does that look like?
So map 10, is the, I don't know. It seems to be what we've had last campaign as well, which I believe was 9, where they're switching, right? You can switch, you can choose between, okay, are you driving stadium or are you driving rally? Obviously, some sections are quite simply faster, right? So, for example, at the start, you just go right. Right is fast, all right? There's no question about it. No need to discuss or whatnot. And while on the second 2 places where you can choose, rally is faster. However, it will require you to have good mastery of the rally car, because if you don't, you're just going to end up losing time. You're not going to be able to get those sideways slides correctly, and you may as well just go for the stadium car. So it's very much seeing, okay, how good are players with rally? I mean, we see Dennis on stream going for the stadium ending, but pretty much everybody top 5 goes for the rally car.
Okay.
In both situations.
So rally car is faster, but it might be less consistent.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to literally see rally versus stadium on this map by the looks of it, because I'm pretty sure in warm-up, from what I've been watching, every Irish player has taken the rally gate, and every Dutch player has taken the stadium car gates. Apart from the start, they all go the rally, obviously. But okay, interesting. This would be interesting. Added little bits, as I have clearly lied as I watch Bogwire go through the stadium car gate in that section there, and I now watch Dennis go through the rally car gate at the end. So I've just completely lied to everyone.
All Irish go to it's just a skin. He has a skin for the rally car that looks like the stadium car. That's just it. Right? That's just it.
There we go. They're bamboozling me. I have been bamboozled.
Oh.
As Dennis bamboozles himself at the start of this map here, making an early mistake.
Yeah, unfortunate start for him right there, already making things a bit messy. Nitric and Matt both going for the rally middle, I will say. And we can see them doing a phenomenal job of it as well, finding themselves in first and second place. Unfortunately, losing one of the Irish along the way. But 1-2 formation should be enough for a round win, as both Nitric and Matt go for the rally slide on ice. Marijntje and Obi Boy too far behind, just go for the stadium. And it will be a round for Ireland. Once again, cracking open a cold one, bringing home round number 1. They're very consistent in that regard. Every single map so far, first round, Irish, period. Right? No question about it.
There must be some sort of maths around winning the first round makes you slightly more likely to win the match. surely by probability that makes sense. I'm not going to attempt to do that on stream because that will melt my brain. But it's the ideal start for Ireland here on their map pick with the game in the balance. Kind of, you don't really want to go to map 5. Anything can happen on a map 5.
Yeah.
Skill goes out the window on a map 5.
They're just driving
like,
for it,
absolutely
PFing.
anything could happen. Yeah. But here we go again with Ireland.
Whoa.
Oh, Matt Lightning making a small touch, and Bogware has also made a mistake. So this could be a round for the Dutch. No, it will not.
No.
Nitric, thankfully, getting the victory there and holding strong, just 2/10 ahead of Obi Boy. And yeah, a couple mistakes there. Maybe a little bit of nerves starting to creep in as you get towards the business end of this match. But 2-0 lead for Ireland, and hopefully they can keep this up.
Yeah. It's, I mean, I guess the script has been grabbed once again, but I believe in the Dutch. I believe in breaking the script once again. But at the same time, right, this is that Irish pick, and the Nitric and Matt have been doing a great job of taking that rally turn on the plastic, and every single time it's been able to land them in first and second place. Whereas we've seen the Dutch side just struggling, just getting the start down correctly, just consistently losing one of their players, and because of that. Just being down from the get-go, and it's going to be a trio lead. First time around, we've seen this 3-point differential from the Irish side. Looking quite comfortable on their end, and it's going to be up to the Dutch to just get the start down right, because every single time it seems like they go into the rally section, but they don't turn in enough, and it's very easy to oversteer with rally if you're not using action keys.
Yes.
But it is very much key to stay as close to the wall as possible, so you're able to just drive forward in your stadium car and then take it from rally there. Despite Obi Boy and Maranchi, you see, just getting in the lead. But Nitric and Matt were able to overtake. Fortunately for them, Nitric made a mistake, but...
It looks like it's going to be a victory here for the Dutch team. So the Dutch team are not down and out. They still win it, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. They got first and third. As long as everyone finishes the map, which I should hope in TCC people will be able to finish the maps. But it looked a bit spooky, but yeah, first and third was good enough there, provided all your team knows where the finish is. And yeah, just capitalizing on the mistake from Nitric there. And I think Matt Lightning also made a very small mistake in that last wood section, because he seemed to just have way less speed than the Dutch guys around him. So
yeah, just not really going their way.
Keep an eye on it. Just put it into the 4-1 territory, and then they'll probably be feeling a lot more comfortable, as they look quite likely to do that here, as Matt Lightning and Nitric back again with taking the lead here as they go into the last ice slide together, and barring any major mistakes, will take home the 1-2. So it is match point Ireland to win against the Netherlands 2-team 3-1. Can they finish it off?
Yeah, just need to do what they've been doing for the past couple of rounds just one more time. They have been very much in their element. I mean, we've seen Bog Warrior taking that stadium line, and because of that, not really being able to keep up with Matt and Nitric, but every single time they've been able to get that slide here in rally car on the plastic, very nice and clean, getting the speed that they need and straightening out their car as fast as possible. Nitric, though, having a bit of a mistake on the plastic, but Bog Warrior is right there making sure to solidify that second place spot. And Marijntje coming in, wanting to do something with Matt, too far away to make something happen. Bog not getting the drift around nicely, and because of that, Dennis with the snipe, Obi Boy putting himself in 5th, and it's not over just yet.
It looked so over. It is not over at all. Dennis sniping by 300th of a second right on the finish line there. Bogwire seemed to just kind of get a little bit stuck in the rally car slide and lost a lot of speed, allowing Dennis just to barely overtake him. So it's not done. It is 4-2. It is still advantage Ireland, but it's absolutely not done here.
No, and it's, I mean, that time around, Nitric was the one making the mistake, taking the wrong turn on the plastic right there. This time around, finding himself in first place, wanting to really solidify that win for Ireland, but Matt losing speed, Bog falling behind as well, and it's really up to the Dutch team to just stay in formation, and Nitric with a little bit of a clip. Does mean Marijntje gets quite close, but still in first place. But as we've said, you don't have to be in first to win rounds, and this one exactly proves that Marijntje Dennis, Snowy Boy, second, third, and fourth, staying in the match, 3-4, I believe. All right, just a little bit of copium being huffed on this side of the North Sea. I am fully on Team Netherlands too if I wasn't already.
Pretty nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty nervous. I trust them to get this done here, but you know, they're making me sweat a little bit. That's all they're doing. They're like, OC has had too chill of a time on the cast right now, watching us. Gotta make them sweat a little bit. As surely now nothing can go wrong. As although Dennis is in the fray, Bogware and Matt Lightning both at the end here. As Ireland come home in 1-2-4 to take the victory away from Netherlands to winning the match 3-1.
Yeah, and with that, the first match done and dusted. It's Ireland, Greater Ireland, coming out with the W. And Netherlands 2 is going to have to lick their wounds and try to rally back in round number 2. What a first match to kick things
What a
off
great
with.
match. What a great match. Yeah, GG's, Boney. Well played.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah. First
Ireland
match shakes
will,
all around.
I'm sure Ireland will almost certainly come up against one of the 4 other Dutch teams, considering they
Oh,
are
yeah.
a fifth of the tournament. I
Revenge
think
will be swift.
it might be Netherlands. Oh no, okay, that's good luck in your next match, Netherlands too. I thought Nitric was saying there good luck in your next match against a Netherlands team, so I thought we'd get some
Oh, yeah.
Netherlands on Netherlands
That would be...
violence, I
It
suppose.
could happen.
But
It could happen.
it could happen. It's pretty likely, really. It's pretty likely, really, that they'll bump into each other. But elsewhere in the tournament, I guess we should probably keep you guys updated on some of the other scores that have happened as I go to the match results channel and find that England beat Germany 3-0, Turkey beat Scotland 3-0, Netherlands 1 beat Estonia 3-0, France beat Wales 3-0, Norway beat Netherlands 3-0.